Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna go ahead and try to paint my grill on my FX, and also these like gills right here on the side, these vents. I don't think they're functional. I mean, they do have holes, but they're not functional because it just has a splash shield in the front. But I'm gonna try to do this the easy way, which is just trying to remove the 10 mils that are holding in the grill, pushing out the clips, and hopefully that can get the grill out without having to remove the bumper. And my plan is just to make this all black with the exception of the INFINITI logo. I'm gonna leave that chrome, so I think it just looks better like that. And then that should really be it. So far all I've really removed is the duct right here that goes right there, the cover. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do this right now, see how easy it is. So far I can see there's like a 10 mil right on the corner over there. There might be another one down there. And yeah, so far it does look like there's another one over there as well in the corner right there, and then one up there. So if we could take those off, I'm sure this will just come off once you push the clips in. Hey, go back inside. Alright, so I noticed that this is a wire right here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to disconnect it and pull it off because it looks like it's connected to the grill directly. And there was another bolt at the top right here somewhere. There's that one right there, and I think that's the only thing really holding it into place. So I'm gonna try to remove this plug right here, get it out of this hole. Alright, there you guys go. Got it off without breaking anything at all. Just one of the screws fell off. It looks like it's just an insert right there. That middle one is the one that fell off, but nothing broke. As you can see, everything is still there. You really got to be patient. Just don't pull on it. I know it's like a little bit frustrating, but you don't want to pull on it because then you can end up breaking some of the tabs. So just be careful. Like you saw in the video, I would try to pull on one side, it wouldn't come out, so I would check around on the other tabs, push it out, and then work my way around to get it all the way out. As soon as I would take one side out though, the other side would like kind of push back in. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But the reason it has the wire is because of the camera right here. So it's right there at the bottom with that connection. Just push down those clips, and I was able to remove that plug without messing it up. So my goal is to remove the emblem. It looks like there's some screws in the back that you could just take out to remove it. And then we're gonna take out the camera as well. I'll see how easy that is to remove the camera. I mean, it shouldn't be super difficult, but we'll check it out right now to see what we gotta do to take that thing out. But that's the goal. Let's try to remove those components. If anything, I could just cover it up with some tape and we should be good. So now we gotta try to remove these. From my understanding, you just need to get your hand in there to push it out. It has these little like clips that hold it in right here. So I'm gonna take off these right here, turn the wheel in so I can get more access, and hopefully by just removing these, I'll get enough clearance and can pop it out. Ideally, that's how I hope it goes, because I don't want to have to remove the wheel and all that crazy stuff. So let's go ahead and start taking these. Looks like they're just screw heads. Yep, 3 screw heads off, and then push this thing out. Alright, so I tried removing this trim right here, but after trying to pry on it right here, it ended up breaking the clip that goes right here. So I just put the screws back in. Luckily it has these on the side that holds it into place so it doesn't look bad, but I don't want to risk breaking the rest of the clips because I think there's a few more up here. So instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just mask this on the inside right here. So I'm gonna grab my pry tool on the side, lift it up a little bit, add some tape in there to cover up the edges, and then just paint it while it's on the car, and then just mask everything up. I think that would be a whole lot easier instead of trying to break everything. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing, just putting masking tape all around here. But I won't be able to paint it today. I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I think I'll just mask it for right now to get it prepared, because I'm gonna go ahead and actually re-clear the lights right here that I have on the QX50, because you can see they look pretty bad. I only have one can of clear, and I can use a whole can to clear that, clear the grill, and clear the headlights right here as well. So I'll most likely just end up masking everything, show you guys the end result, and then paint everything tomorrow. Alright, so I just removed the emblem right here. It just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that you had to take off, and then these clips right here, just push them in to release it, and that'll take out the emblem. Then once you do that, you will have access to the camera, take off those screws, it'll come off, and now we can paint the grill without any issues with the camera and or the grill itself or the emblem, because I don't want to paint this. I want to leave it as is. I think it'll look pretty nice with the emblem still, you know, chrome, because then it sticks out versus being plain. But yeah, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and sand this with some very fine paper that's not gonna like scratch the surface like too much, just gonna even it out, make it nice and clean. You don't want to sand it with paper that's gonna introduce scratches in it, because you'll see the scratches when you actually paint this thing. So I would recommend using a really high grit in order to sand it, easily over 600 grit, even more than that, maybe like 1,000, just to smoothen it out and paint over it. So we're gonna go ahead and sand all of this and then go from there. Alright, so here's the grill all cleaned up, sanded it down slightly. As you can see, it's not like a whole lot of scratches, so just use some fine paper to just clean up the area. There's a few spots that I still need to kind of go through, but you won't be able to really see them. I'm gonna just clean up this area right here all the way around, and then I took off these bezels on the bottom right here for the fog lights. Just 4 clips, push those out. This one was pretty hard to get out. Once you take these out, you could just like yank it out from right there. But yeah, let's go ahead and spray it, see how it turns out. I'm gonna do about 3 coats. So first coat's gonna be extremely light, pretty much almost like nothing on there, a bunch of blotches. Once we do the first coat, we'll do the second coat, which will be a little bit heavier, and then we're gonna spray the clear coat on top of that. Hey. So here's the first coat right there. As you can see, still has a bunch of blotches here and there. You can see a bunch right there, so not a very thick coat. Sprayed it from, I would say, about like this angle right here, so pretty far out, not close at all. You don't want to be close to it, because then you're gonna create like some drips, and you want to avoid that because it looks ugly when you have drips on it. But painted the bezels right here too for the fog lights, looking pretty good. I did notice one thing though about the fog lights housing, whatever you want to call it, the bezels. Like this one right here, for example, it has holes. This one doesn't, which is really weird. It was harder to remove this one, because this one I could just grab it from those slits right there to pull it out. This one, it was a little bit more difficult, but I was able to manage to get it out. But yeah, we're gonna let this dry for about, I would say, maybe 5 minutes. Once 5 minutes pass, then I will go ahead and hit it with the second coat. Right now I'm actually gonna go to the front to go ahead and spray the vents on the car, since we're doing these right here. So let's go ahead and do those over there. Alright, we just did our third coat, and as you can see, everything looks like it's covered. And I'm just going through with the camera just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So far it's looking pretty good. There's like a few small spots in the back, but nothing crazy. So just go through, double check it, because once you add the clear coat, You don't want to spray over the clear coat. There's a few spots like right there. Gonna go over that really quick one more time. But when it comes to the actual surface though, everything is pretty much covered. Yeah, it looks like all the chrome pieces are covered for the most part. I don't see anything that we might have to go over again. So it's looking pretty good. I don't think I gotta hit it. I'll probably hit the middle right there. As you can see, I missed a few spots. Didn't really hit the middle right there, but it's looking pretty good. These over there looking pretty good too. I still gotta hit these one more time. I haven't done my third coat on these, and then we'll hit it with the clear. And this is the one that I'm using right now. It's a gloss black Rust-Oleum. I've used this before on my M45 grill and it came out really nice, so I recommend using this one. Alright, so now we're about to hit it with some clear, and this is the one that I'm going to be using. 2K Spray Max. This works extremely well. Will make anything look like new and clean. Now with this type of spray can paint, you do have to use a mask. Now I'm not talking about no cheap paper cloth mask. I'm talking about a mask like this. This is a 3M mask, and if you do not use a mask, I promise you, you will be sick for over a week. And I'm not even kidding. I'm talking about like not feeling good in bed. You're gonna taste like metal in your mouth. I know some experience because I did this before. Didn't think it was gonna do nothing to me because I've always used spray can paint, but this is totally different. This is a different ball game. Has hardener in the bottom. It even says right here, extremely dangerous. So you do have to be careful when using the stuff that you do buy a mask like that. I think they might be like $20 to $30 at the store. It's worth getting it, honestly, versus getting sick. So how this works is you're gonna shake it well. Then you're gonna take off this top piece right here, just like that, and then you're gonna put on the bottom right here. You're gonna smash it in, and then it's gonna release the hardener, and it's gonna act almost like a real clear that you would use from a spray gun. So yeah, I'm gonna shake this really quick. I'm actually gonna wait at least 15 minutes for that to go ahead and kind of dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. So you have to shake this really well for about, I would say, 15 minutes once you release the hardener in order for it to mix correctly, and then begin spraying it. Alright guys, so right now it's drying up. I added my 3 coats of clear, and so far it's looking pretty good. There's a few spots that it developed like a little bit of cracking, kind of right there, which is kind of weird because like this top side looks pretty smooth for the most part, but this bottom side, there's a few areas where, mainly like right here, it has like a little bit of cracking. Not sure why. I'll let it sit for a while, see if it goes away, but so far it's looking pretty nice. Has a nice glossy look to it, and these came out pretty nice too. It already hardened a little bit. It's not like sticky anymore. I'm touching it right now, as you can see. I'll probably let it sit for maybe another hour or more, and then I'll start putting the emblems back on, throw it on the car. Ideally, usually it clears like after 2 days, or hardens after 2 days completely, but I'm trying to throw this back on the car because I do leave my car. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the overall result. Looks pretty nice. And then here's this side with the vents painted. These didn't come out as good as the grill. There's a few runs on it, like right here. It developed the run, and I had to go back with some tape, touch it up so I can remove the run, and it looks a little bit better. But this side came out kind of sloppy. The other side came out pretty good, which is this one right here. This one looks a whole lot better. I just got this stain right here from removing the tape, but it'll come off. Just gotta be careful not to touch the paint right now. But yeah, it's coming off. But overall, came out really clean. Alright guys, so here is the grill now installed, blacked out, along with the vent on the side. Now I do wish the vents would have came out a little bit better, but you can see a little bit of where that paint was kind of like drooping. Looks kind of bad, but not, you know, horrible at the same time. So it looks decent, but the grill I think came out phenomenal. I wish I would have been able to take the vents off. I think it would have came out nicer. I would have been able to clean it up a little bit better, sand it down. It still needs to completely cure. Has a little bit of orange peel, but nothing crazy. I love the look. I think it looks weird if you just black out the emblem. I don't think it looks as good. It looks kind of weird, like cheap in my opinion, but that would be completely up to you if you want to paint it black. I do believe they make a light up emblem. That would be pretty dope to install on this car, but overall it looks pretty sick like this. And then the bottom with those painted black as well looks sick. And to get it off, I just went under the car, didn't have to remove the bumper, and then just pushed the tabs out. This one was hard, I'm not gonna lie. I had to really like tug it out in order to get it out of the little insert that it has. Everything else was pretty easy. I got the 3 over here, one at the top, side, and the bottom. Once I was able to push those out, this side came out, and then this side I had to honestly yank it out while pushing the tab in. Now this side right here, the fog light is broken. I think a rock hit it and it completely shattered the glass that it has right there. So that's something I have to replace in the future. I would like to get possibly yellow fog lights, or I could just wrap them. But this side, it came out a little bit better. There was again a little bit of orange peel right here, but you can't really tell unless you get really close. As you can see from like this angle, you can't really see that it has a bunch of like drips going down, but for the most part it came out pretty sick. So great alternative versus buying, you know, these parts, because I know they can be pretty pricey. I could be wrong, but I think those are like 50 bucks already come black. And then the grill is a lot more expensive. Obviously it's like over $100. Got the can for 6 bucks at Walmart, and then the 2K clear, I got it on Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. Highly recommend it. It makes it last a lot longer. If you don't clear it with that 2K clear, I promise you it will not last long, and you will see rock chips build up on it quickly. I do a lot of highway miles, and when I had my M45 grill painted, it still looked really nice after, you know, even over like 30k miles, it still looked really good. But I know before, when I painted parts and I didn't use that 2K clear, you will see a bunch of peeling, cracking and stuff like that. It just doesn't look very appealing. But yeah, overall really like the look. The goal is to go ahead and black out the chrome pieces over here on the side as well. I'm going to wrap those versus painting it. Same thing with the back, I'm gonna wrap those. Now the headlights, I would like to black them out as well. I think that would honestly complete the look of the front end. I don't plan on adding a lip. To be very honest with you guys, I do not like the aftermarket lip that they put on these cars. I think it looks pretty sick just like this. It already has an aggressive look to it, having the bottom like blacked out like that. The lip, I don't know, it just looks really weird in my opinion. Maybe if it was like low, it would look nice with the splitter, but because it sits on the higher side, I'd rather keep it as is. But yeah, a few more things coming. We'll be upgrading the brakes very soon. That'll be in the next video more than likely. The back, I will be wrapping this black. This black, I want to delete the emblem. And then this one, I'm not sure. I think I want to delete it, but I'm not 100% yet on if I want to keep it or take it off. If I black it out, it'll look sick as well, but I think maybe deleting it might look a little bit better. But I really gotta think about that, what I want to do for the rear. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video right there. I will link down everything that I picked up in order to do this project. For the sides, I forgot to record this portion. I don't know why, but all I did was just wrap it in tape. I wrapped the entire section in tape, and I got a little bit of tape inside of the vents so it can like paint it perfectly, so it's not like all blotchy or there's little pieces missing and it's taking off the paint. So I just lifted it up a little bit, shoved the tape in there. This way it doesn't, you know, overspray or get all over the car. And I masked everything around the car so I wouldn't get overspray, because the spray does spread pretty easily to the point where it's gonna leave like little spots on your car. You know, you want to avoid that. It's gonna look horrible. But pretty straightforward process. Everything maybe took me, I would say, maybe 3 to 4 hours to do everything. The biggest thing is just, you know, taking off all the parts. That's what takes you the longest. Painting it can honestly take you about an hour as long as you prep correctly. Take the extra steps that I did to remove it, clean it, sand it down, and then spray it. It'll come out nice. Now, if you just rush it, you don't clean the surface, you don't sand it, you will have a lot of orange peel and a bunch of little cracking. Luckily, mine came out extremely well. There was like a little bit of cracking on the bottom. There's a good chance that I might have touched it in that area. But any grease that's left on any part that you paint will cause it to crack like that and look horrible. So just avoid doing that. Just take the extra time to, you know, clean everything up, sand it down, and then go ahead and paint it. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.